Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm coming back at you with some more Jimdycar League Racing Series. Today the series is heading to Indianapolis. So last race was St. Petersburg. Got my first ever pole. I suggest you guys should check that out. Got my first ever pole, and unfortunately didn't get the finish we deserved, honestly. But anyway, heading out on track for qualifying. The handling for this track is actually a lot different than what I expected. I thought it was going to be like flat out kind of thing, a big pack racing like what we had at Homestead. I highly suggest you guys go check out that thriller of a video, because that one was a lot of fun to race in. But this one was a lot more spread out, you'll see in this race. Anyway, looking at our qualifying run right here, we actually had a pretty bad run, not going to lie. I was told to stay in 6th gear the entire way around, but then it seemed like the wind shifted in the qualifying session, and probably would have been better to have downshifted into 5th a couple of times, I think. But yeah, just unfortunate strategy going about it, and just an unfortunate run altogether. So we actually qualified P12. So if anything's certain, I can probably work my way up through the field. Checkered flag.
That was literally.
Right, so lining up for the race start here. We're all lined up 3 by 3. We had a couple guys drop to the back for EOLs. But we're jumped up a couple of rows.
Green flag, green flag, green flag.
As we get underway, racing here at Indianapolis, we got a good jump on the inside from Alan, but now they all get ball-necked up because there's not really much room to move around and pass anyone on the start. So now we all have to try and be nice with each other and file in line and then start figuring out each other's aggressiveness.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. As we get a run on Adam right there off turn 2, got one guy up high, almost into the wall. There off of turn 2, but now I'm trying to make some passes here on the outside, just trying to figure out where I can pass and what I can't pass. So I'm going to learn pretty quickly here that taking a wide entry into the corner, cutting down low off exit, is probably a good way of getting a good run off these corners, but it's not really going to help when I don't have the slipstream when Adam on the outside does, and he's able to pull me on the straightaway.
Get to Brad.
Whoa.
Hey, can we legit use push a pass here?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got it on all the ovals. In 2011, they had it for every single oval.
So that's a common theme, as you'll be able to see throughout this race, of using push to pass to help aid your pass on the guy you're trying to get by on these long straightaways.
Oh, Beybladers.
Safety car, race back to the line. That was terrifying. Congratulations, we made it 3 laps, guys. New record.
Yes! Yeah! Alright.
Good job.
Okay, we are slowing down in 1, just a heads up, so...
And so with that, we get our first yellow of the race. It's pretty obvious, 4 to 5 laps we ran already under green. No one's going to be pitting for fuel, except for some people in the back trying to do something different. But that'll quickly transition us to the restart of this race.
Okay.
Oh, pace car's in the wall! No!
Pace car on the backstretch wall.
So, back-to-back weeks, we get safety car crashing or incidences. That's hilarious.
Green flag, green flag, green flag.
Alright, so on this restart, we actually get a really good jump on Alan right here because he gets checked up by Eli on the outside. And we're actually going to beat him to the start-finish line until he told me right here that I can't pass him on the inside, which saved me from a penalty. Thanks for letting me know.
Yep. I think you made it.
We're not ahead by 1.
Yeah, I left it off right when before we got to the line.
Alan.
So with Alan saving my race there, pretty much, we're all now trying to gain track position, but at the same time, trying to figure out what it's like to ride in a single file line here, and trying to figure out how the slipstream works. I had no practice with it, with dirty air or slipstream, so this is like really my first actual like learning ability in this race of how to pass people and how to time runs out of these corners. As you see, it's getting really hairy right here with Alan right here, almost making it 3 wide in turn 1. And you'll notice here, in the opening laps of this race, there's a big accordion effect going into these corners because a bunch of these people have runs going to the corner. Then we all have to check up and try and make the corner. And so that allows for moments like this happening from time to time. Little wheel-to-wheel contact right there. We actually got lucky that we didn't spin out or wreck or lose any control whatsoever.
Not bad, Max.
We good. And fast forwarding to the next lap, we try and look on the inside of Matt Hickey right here, but decided not to do it because I wasn't far along inside enough of Hickey right there. But Eli got the wall off turn 4, and that's a loss of momentum, and that's another position for us gained as we get the slipstream from Hickey right there. So that sets us up for an actual pass on Hickey right there, going to turn 4 right there, and make the pass move as we move up into 4th place. So quite a couple of laps here after the restart. We got a run on Bo right here. We make the pass for the 3rd position in this race. As we have the inside line, we're going to be able to clear Bo. He's going to try and look back to get in line as soon as possible and get the slipstream. As we got a big run here on Austin and Allen right here, down the back straight on lap 14. We make a move for the lead of this race, and we have him cleared going into turn 3. Austin just barely on the outside right there. He's going to be trying to look and get the run out of turn 4 and try to pass me back. I'm going to try and do all my best to hold the inside line to prevent Austin getting a run right here. And coming to the line, we're going to go to lead our first lap of this race. And as I lead the first lap of the race, Austin quickly takes back the 1st place spot. And I'm on the outside. I'm going to look to try and get back into 4th place here, not before long.
I'm coming in this time by group that I'm in.
I am too.
Damn.
Much more
Going here.
Going faster.
So you hear us all calling our way into pit road this time by. It was imperative to let everyone know behind us and around us when we're coming to pit road. So heading into turn 4 right here, I'm going to try and make sure I hold the inside line, not to hold up anyone behind me. And then with the pit entry, we can pretty much ascend at full throttle and then the game will slow us down. I was worried that I was going to hit the back of Allen there in the entry, so I actually checked up a little bit more than I should have. And I actually lost time to the leaders. And so that ultimately kind of put me on the back foot for the rest of this race in terms of pit strategy and trying to catch the leaders. Unfortunately, from that little mishap on the entry to pit road, we don't really get back to the lead pack. So now we come out P7, and we're starting to find some people around us to start slingshot and slipstream around us. If I would have known that the guy in front of me ran out of fuel, would have been a lot more aggressive on pit entry.
Here, Jacob. How did we end up this far ahead of everyone else?
I checked up going to pit because of the guy in front of me, because I didn't want to destroy my car going to pits or whatever. Because I don't know how the thing starts or whatever, but...
We're 3.7 seconds.
Yeah, the guys behind you, the top 2, we lost most ground just because of that. Well, at least I did.
Interesting. Oh, well, McCoy came out with us, so Hickey, did you check to see what the longest green flag stint we've ever had at Indy was?
Don't jinx it.
Couldn't have been over 7 laps, right? We've never done a green flag lap. Green flag.
I've never done green flag this last.
So we are P5, but we are way behind. We're 5 seconds behind the leaders, pretty much, the top 4. So, the time we lost on pit entry right there on the green flag is what caused us to be so far behind. So, I mean, anything can happen. We probably get another caution here soon.
Yeah, but look ahead a little bit further for us.
Yeah, I know.
Ray Hall is here.
Blue flag, blue flag.
What a horrible thing to call somebody.
Ray Hall.
Francesco.
You're gonna call Elijah and is that Ben up there?
Yeah, me and
like,
Ben.
man, that's harsh.
The new R word.
So with all jokes aside, focusing back onto the race, we actually managed to pull along Pierce into this little slingshot battle between he and I to try and catch the leaders.
We can do it, Max, I believe.
We are slowly catching.
Fingers crossed, man.
Ben, we gotta work
It is
together.
fun just going back and forth, though, I will say.
Yeah.
So now, fast forwarding a couple of laps later, I announced my departure into pit road this time by. So now we're gonna send it into pit road. Not have to worry about anyone being in front of us to try and scare us and check me up going to the pit road. So absolutely send it in there. Good solid entry. Alright, in for another pit stop here. Kind of just run the strategy of full tank of fuel. Hopefully gain some time on the leaders up ahead, but I don't think we have.
Hello again, Max.
Hello there, Ben.
Well, boy, this is helping.
I actually come out right in front of my team owner, Ben, and I let him by so we can start drafting him with them as soon as possible.
Go for it.
So now the following laps are just going to be spent until he has to pit.
This is
Going
not a
back
good
and
idea
forth.
for me.
trying to take turns leading the pack and try and gain as much time to the guys ahead. Looks like we got Hickey back here with us. Wonder if he was originally behind us or ahead of us. I feel like he was ahead of us. We'll see. If I come out of this whole pit sequence in fourth, that means he was ahead of me. So now here's a prime example of how ballsy Hickey is, making it 3 wide pass on the inside, going to turn 1, taking a super shallow entry and somehow making it work. And here's pretty much a replay of the lap prior, and Hickey basically making a 3 wide pass, going to turn 1 yet again. Alright, so a couple laps have passed since Ben has actually pitted, and so now that leaves Pierce, Hickey, and myself to slipstream and draft swap here to try and make up time to the guys ahead of us. Now, at this point, I decided I'm just going to lag back and just try and save fuel. We're also spread out right now, that's going to be tough to catch the leaders at all. Because they're going to turn 4 right now. We're halfway down the backstretch now. So they're about half straight away ahead. And we haven't caught them since pit. Before pits, I think we were like 5 seconds, and now we're 7 seconds behind, so... We're just going to be racing for 5th, it looks like, unfortunately.
I'll be pitting this time, by the way.
Same here.
Yeah, Boris, I'm coming.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
I'll use push pass in the back straight here.
So with that radio communication coming between the 3 of us, this is going to make things a lot easier going to pit entry. We're not having to worry about people not going in with us and then staying on an extra lap and whatnot. And so once we got our service done, we actually jumped to the lead of this little pack here. And going on to the pit exit.
We gotta spin at the exit of the pit road.
Oh, dang it, dude.
So that kind of unfortunately derailed the race for Pierce, which was a valuable part of the little 3-car pack that Hickey and I had with him. And so now we're actually in front of the main leader pack here. We got the leaders right behind us, and we got blue flags, so I thought that it would be courteous for me to let them by, not knowing that I could actually race them hard here. So what you're going to see here is actually me lifting off, letting these guys by, so I can try and fall back to Hickey and race him for position. Do I have blue flags? Do I have to let him by?
No.
No.
Okay. Oh, got it. The sponsors asked us something because they need me to make some airtime on the YouTube.
Which kind of airtime you're talking about?
Just me being in your vicinity is enough to get exposure we need.
So after that little brief sponsor moment for Hickey, we now fast forward to a couple laps later where Eli actually clips the ball out of turn 3, and that sets me up for a beautiful 2-for-1 pass going to turn 4. So pretty much what you're going to be seeing here for the next couple of clips is me passing Hickey and Hickey passing me as we click off the laps trying to get close to our fuel window here. And the cool part about this is that I took this as a learning moment with Hickey because later in this race, as you'll see, I find myself in a similar situation, slingshotting back and forth with another driver.
But I've got the fuel calculator.
So this is later this lap out of turn 4. Hickey actually dives into pit road, whereas I stay out. He tried to bring me down pit road with him, but never said over the radio, not that I can remember. And so now I have to run this entire in lap by myself, and significantly slower than Hickey. And that would lead me to this horrific pit sequence. Ah, I f***ed up. I accidentally switched to the wrong strategy when I went to pit. Yep, there goes my top 5. It's all slipped away. Yeah, dude, I'm around absolutely no one, dude. I screwed myself out of a top 5, dude. Yeah, so I've lost 9 seconds to Hickey. And you can hear the dejection in my voice. I knew that I threw away a top 5 finish for that race. Potential, you know, P4. And so now I'm stuck riding by myself.
I was kind of figuring, I'm like, I figured my pit stop time would be shorter near the amount of fuel I needed, but I like when I saw I came on like 5 seconds ahead of you, I'm like, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, I kind of fisted myself there by accident.
You did what?
You heard me.
Are we on Horn Dog 8?
Who would have thought this? Who would have thought this how this played out?
I thought the secret to running no costumes at Indy was simply to get rid of Brad.
Worked out right.
It's almost like we're onto something when we told him how to run Indy.
And so a couple laps after that little exchange happened, Jeff Lacey has now caught us, and now he's going to be the one that we're going to be slipstream sharing with for the rest of this race. And so the timing of how this works is actually very important because he would be the one that would pass me on the front stretch, and I'll be the one passing him on the back stretch. So every lap that would go by, it always went this way. He'd get the run on me off turn 4, and I'd let him by going to turn 1. And so I had to pull a little bit of sneaky strategy right here. So fast forwarding with 2 laps to go, down the back stretch, I pull out really late actually, almost make contact with this rear wing here, and get the pass made going to turn 3. But coming out of turn 4, I made sure to actually slow down for him here so that he got a run around on me and got around me. Because how I was going to set this up was if I hold back going into turn 3, the final lap, I can set myself up to where he was always in position to pass me on the front stretch in this final lap. So now coming out of turn 2 on this final lap, I'm going to have the run here, but I am not going to take it. As you can see right here, I catch him a little bit, but I actually lift before getting to the corner. This is going to set me up perfectly for turn 4, but right here I get really tight behind him in the wake of his dirty air. And in turn 4 right here, I get tight behind him, and I thought I lost 6th place. But thankfully I had a push and pass to help me right here. Big run here, almost hit the rear wing of him, almost gave me damage, and the push pass is going to push us to P6 finish. There we go, P6. Ooh, that was a drag race to the line there. I was a little worried I wasn't going to get it, but I'll take P6. After that mess up in the pits there. If I didn't mess up, I probably would have been P5 there, or whatever where Hickey was. But even then, he gained like 3 seconds on me on that pit stop. Just because he had slipstream going into the pits and whatnot, so... Yeah, just sucks the way that pit strategy worked out. I think that if I didn't get held up into the pits the first stop behind whoever it was, I forget. I want to say Alan, but I don't know. If I didn't get held up by whoever was in front of me going to first pit stop, I probably would have had a better chance at getting a podium, I want to say, because at the end of the day, it would have been like a net, like, you know, handful of seconds at least at the end of the race with the whole delta and whatnot. So yeah, solid finish, solid race. Kind of sucked how I was just like dead there at the end, but that's just how it goes. Next race is Kyalami, so I don't know what that track is, and I have no idea where it is in the world, but we're going there for 35 laps. So yeah, I'm gonna be putting some practice in for that race next week, and hopefully we're fast there as well. So thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe down below for more Jimdycar and IndyCar league racing content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Here they come.